Welcome to another episode of Ronney Sports Corner. It's your host, Ronnie McKee, here with you today. I got my guy with me, Sam Shields.
What's going on?
As y'all can see, I got UGA in my background. We're not gonna talk about the game, but we will get into college football at a later date. But for now, we're gonna get into college football. My bad, NFL week 4. But before we start, I would ask that you like, subscribe, and comment on whatever y'all would like me to talk about in the upcoming weeks. I'll be definitely paying attention and going off of wherever you guys want me to pay attention to and talk about. I'll definitely go with it going forward. But for now, we're gonna get into week 4 of the NFL. So we're gonna start off with the hottest team in the NFL right now, and that will be, if y'all don't know, Sam is a Minnesota Vikings fan, so we're going to talk about them.
Yes, sir. Yes,
They
sir.
they've been all right for the past four
What?
weeks. They've been all right. So
Woo!
I'm gonna let him start off, and I'll let y'all know what I've seen from the Vikings because I've been watching a lot of them also. So I'll let y'all know what I see. But I'm gonna let him start off first since it's his team.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I had some Viking stuff on so I could rep for my team, man. But
No need, no need, no need.
bring on some purple in here. But no, man. Like, kind of like how you said, man. We're at the top. I think everybody has us ranked number one now that we're past week 4. It is so. Um, Defense is hitting on all angles, so is offense. I went to the Falcons versus Saints game and simultaneously was on my phone watching my team play the Green Bay Packers, man. And all I gotta say is that, man, we look good, man. And all hats off to Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, man. They coached really, really well, and it feels like it's their team finally. I know at least at the beginning of the season, Sam Darnold was kind of a laughing stock from the past couple of teams and just how his career has been going. Really not too much faith, but I'm starting to roll with the nickname for Kevin O'Connell, the QB Whisperer, just because of what he's been able to do.
Who calls him that?
Uh, I've heard it, man, so I'm rolling with it,
Who?
man.
From who?
I've heard it on social media floating around. If you take a look at the resume, it might be true, man. You see what he did with Matthew Stafford at LA to go get that Super Bowl. You see what he did with Kirk Cousins over the past couple
Kirk
of years
Cousins
with
was the
your
main
team,
man. Kirk
with your
Cousins was the
team,
main man. Kirk
with
Cousins was
your
the main man.
team spent $180 million on, and then we bring in a
Yeah.
player like
You know
Sam
what? Kevin
Darnold.
O'Connell might
Yeah.
have more to do with Kirk Cousins' agent than Kevin O'Connell. I don't know. I don't
Oh
know
no,
which
his agent
one.
is good. His agent is good.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the play on the field. The play on the field is what the team's seen too. So
I don't
it,
know if that's his agent or Kevin O'Connell because Kirk Cousins been ripping people off for a while. I can't even say ripping people off because he can play. He can definitely
yeah,
play.
with the right
But
coach, he can for sure play. So
but the
you know,
amount of money that he's been getting, he's been ripping people off.
yeah, yeah. It's
But
crazy. Either way, but yeah, they've been doing a wonderful job. Justin Jefferson, I think for me, one of the biggest things this season, with him finally getting paid and getting what he's owed and what he's due, was having a quarterback that can get him the ball because we know how some wide receivers are these days. They kind of sometimes divas, so hard to kind of tell, what they're expecting, what they want. That whole situation with Jettas, he's been whether it was JJ McCarthy or Sam Darnold, he's only spoken highly of him, and I think he's had a touchdown each game that we've played so far. He's putting up crazy numbers. We had Jordan Addison come back this week as well versus the Green Bay Packers. He had 2 touchdowns, had an amazing game. And like I said, we're just hitting on all angles. It's like I could bring up a bunch of people on both sides of the ball of who's doing what and who's doing great. And man, I think to see us go up 28-0 versus the Green Bay Packers, kind of finally set in stone for me since they're an in division rival for us. At least we like to call them our rival. And to see what we're able to do, man, I got a lot of hope and I got a lot of faith in this team this year. And who knew that a quarterback like Sam Darnold could put something together like this?
now I'm gonna just for everybody who's watching, I'm gonna check him. For one, when we started the predictions off the preseason, he didn't say the Vikings win the division. So we're
But I
gonna
never
we're
talked
gonna
down
make
on
sure
my
we
team.
remember it. Huh?
We can say how it was looking. It didn't look like we were going to win the division.
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't,
All right.
because when we were speaking about it, we had a player pass away. We had another player tear his ACL. That was a rookie. I think I'm not sure if Jordan Addison was hurt at the time, because I think we had that podcast during the preseason. I think Jordan Addison had a hurt ankle. Justin Jefferson was still trying to get his contract done, and then or he just had got it done, and then JJ McCarthy had just tore his ACL or his meniscus. All of that sounds like, hey, this might not be a good season for us. Granted, it has been a good season for us. So yeah, of course, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, we're gonna win the division. I know that we're gonna do this, because I'm not gonna play dumb. The Lions looked real good as well, and we
Yeah.
seen that
All
last
right.
night.
So
So I'm
so
not gonna be stupid about that now.
so that's what I'm about to get into. All right. So first of all, so I saw a game this weekend. For one, Sam Darnold, 275, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He did fumble the ball twice, didn't he?
I think he did.
Yeah, yeah. So two fumbles. So 3 turnovers. But still, all in all, y'all was up 28. Y'all was up 28 to they were starting to make a comeback. I like 22. That
Um,
I ain't gonna lie to you. That play where they scored their first touchdown, I was laughing. Because that sun hit y'all
oh yeah,
return man right in the eye.
yeah.
It hit
Okay.
him right in the eye. And I was like, he should just moved out of the way.
Yeah,
Because
and
as
I
soon as
don't
I
know if
saw
you.
him look up in the air and that sun hitting him, I'm like, he not about to catch you.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if you've seen on that after they scored the drive and they did the kickoff. It happened again.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, after the
I
kickoff,
turned it off because there was only like 4 seconds left in the quarter. So I was like, okay, well, there's nothing
they
else
kicked
to
the
watch.
ball off after they scored, and the kick returner dropped the ball. He ended up picking it up, but he ended up dropping it. And I was like, please get us out of this sun. Please get us out of the sun, man.
Man, like I said though, so that 1 touchdown, that's rare that happens. Y'all defense is clicking on all cylinders. I will say, Brian Flores, you can't give him coach of the year, obviously, because he's just a defensive coordinator or whatever. But
Yeah.
as far as additions go, as far as coaching additions go, he probably is the best addition as far as in totality of NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Because the blitzes that he bring, it's kind of like he plays like Spagnuolo from Kansas City. So blitzes come from all different areas. Now he might stack the box with 8 people, so you thinking that it's an all-out blitz, but he might only bring 3 people and drop 5 people in the coverage.
Yeah.
So I mean, the defense that y'all are running, it even had CJ Stroud confused, and we all know how good CJ Stroud is.
Yeah.
So I
I
will
think
say this,
for all the QB ratings that we've played, I think they've all been under 80.
yeah. Jordan Love threw the ball 54 times, 389, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It's not good. I mean, he struggled. He definitely struggled in that game. Didn't help his number 1 wide receiver going out, Christian Watson. I think he went out in like the first half. Not sure if it was the second quarter or first quarter. But that didn't
I
help.
think it was
But
it was the first interception. I think it was the first or
yeah,
second interception he thrown.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
threw it
that
across the
didn't help.
middle and set him up.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
it didn't help, but like I said, I put more so on y'all defense. Y'all defense is, I ain't gonna lie, it's suffocating. So I kind of do definitely got my eyes out for y'all and the NFC. But you know, we're gonna get into more of the NFC AFC breakdown in a little while. Just wanted to talk about that game for a little while, but we're gonna get into the Falcons for everybody watching. Falcons beat the Saints. What I ain't gonna say what I want to say. Beat them 26-24. Yeah, I was at the game, very very happy to see. Walking back to my car. All the Saints fans is head down, sad crowd. And I'm just happy to see, it's something about them division games that just make you feel a lot better after you win. Like a lot
yeah,
better. Like it
yeah,
don't matter what happened that day. As long as you win that game, And I'm coming off of a bad loss from UGA, a bad loss, well, a heartbreaking loss. And that
Yeah.
game right there kicked my spirit all the way up. Because guess what? We beat the Saints. That's all that matters. Saints fans can't say nothing.
It's your
Okay.
Super Bowl.
Kirk Cousins came in. We still need more of an explosive offense. 21
Yeah.
35, 238. We need more of an explosive offense. We gotta get Kyle Pitts more involved. I'm not sure if it's laziness, if he's so used to playing with Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota. I'm not sure what it is, but for right now, it's like he's not running his routes crisp. And like I said,
Mm-mm.
I'm not sure what it is. Like I
I know
can't.
what it is. And somebody called it out. Somebody said we got to get him out of the wide receiver position. He he's not,
I
tight
don't
ends
think he
aren't
should.
gonna.
I don't think he should be lined up against cornerbacks. But the thing about it is, he should have an advantage against cornerbacks, given that he's bigger. So he should be able to use his body.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. They quicker than
What
him.
do
They could
Travis
just move
Kelsey do
around him.
when? What do Travis Kelsey do when it's a cornerback on him? He uses his body.
Yeah, but a cornerback isn't on him every play.
I'm saying, but
Y'all have
a
Pitts lined
linebacker
up
shouldn't be
on the
able to guard him.
outside running posts and flies down the sideline. He needs to be lined up against some people that he can outrun like linebackers, that he can be more shifty than like linebackers, and that he can make a better play on the ball than like linebackers. That's
If
at
I'm
least for
being,
me what I'm seeing. When I they posted his highlights or what he did for that game, and it's just one, he's getting these short routes with corners on
yeah,
him, and he's not able to make an actual big body play on the ball. So that's where I'm seeing like, okay, he needs to be matched up against somebody a little bit more his size, more his playing to make him stand out more. Right now, they're playing him as a wide receiver, and he's not a wide receiver.
I definitely agree with you on that aspect. What I will say is this: definitely get him down the field more. Get him down the field. I don't like the fact that they running him like 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah.
For one, he's not a speedster. So 3 or 4 yard routes, he's probably gonna get tackled right after that 3 or 4 catch. Like it's not like he's about to be breaking. So most of the time with tight ends, you see them run like curls, stuff like that. But them curls are like 7, 8 yard curls. With him, they running like 3 or 4 yard, like shallow crosses, stuff like that. So it's not really a lot for him to work with. So I will say an offense got to be more in favor of him. But I do believe that this offense has been more in favor of Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod. I want to say Bijan also. I believe we do need to start giving Algier some more carries because he was the leading carrier. He had
Give
eight
the
carries.
ball to Tyler.
He he had 8 carries for 60 yards. So I mean, like I
Mhm.
said, we do need to start giving him more carries. Obviously, since we're talking Falcons, this is Falcons versus Saints, so we're talking about Saints also. For y'all who don't know, as Falcons fan, we hate the Saints. So me talking about them is but honestly, Alvin Kamara was running the hell out of the ball in the first half. It really was the only reason they were staying in the game in the first half.
Mhm.
He finished with 77 yards on 19 carries, so I'm not gonna say that was that like kind of like 4 yards a clip, close to it. So that's average. I would say average. He definitely kept them in the game. At the end of the game, I'm not sure what the Falcons is doing. I don't think Derek Carr was trying to score, so we almost messed up. Young Way Cool saved us in the end with
Yeah.
with the field goal. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was very surprised he made 58 yards. But kickers
You were
nowadays are
surprised?
58 yards.
Who is that guy? You got to take a chance on him.
58 yards. Do you know how long
Yeah.
58 yards is?
I know how long it is. I'm saying
Yeah.
kickers are hitting that. They're starting to get in that range of 58. They're starting to push it, especially the good kickers like Koo. He got his own chant. Come on now. He was the face of you guys' organization for a whole year. You
Yeah,
know
because
he
we
got
didn't
it
have
in.
we didn't have too much else to work with. I mean, I will
Yeah,
be
that's what
honest
I'm
with you.
saying. He is Mr. Reliable.
All right. Like
Came
I said,
through in
we're
the
gonna
clutch
keep
for y'all on special teams for y'all to get a touchdown. Came through at the end clutch to close the game. Come on, man. Yeah, it's cool, man. Cool. Shout out to Koo too. That was the longest what is it?
Yeah, they was game one in Falcons
Yeah,
history.
yeah, 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 yeah. That was the longest one for
Yeah.
MBS, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm not sure if Falcons history, but MBS for sure. The longest field goal.
Like I said, we want to keep going because we're going to give a breakdown of AFC, NFC, given that we at week 4 right now. So we like a quarter of the way in. So we're going to give a breakdown. So we got like 2 more games to talk about, and then we're going to talk about the totality of NFC, AFC. So I want to get into the Bills, Ravens, because Bills came in hot. It was 3-0. Everybody was talking about Josh Allen, MVP, caliber season or whatever. You know, it's early. They looked very, very dominant for the first 3 games. Even had him throwing shots at Stephon Diggs. Anybody who disagrees doesn't like you can get disrespected directly to your face because at that point, if you don't understand that this man's throwing a shot, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me get into my bad. Let me get into 16 for 29, 180 yards. That's not too good. Honestly, they just got ran out of the place.
Yeah.
Like,
It started off on
like
that first drive, boy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like
that boy
when
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry like busts out a 75-yard, it's not about to be a good game. Like at that point, they already hit you in your mouth and showed you like, okay, this is how this game is about to be.
Yep.
And it seemed like the Bills can never like match their physicality.
Mm-hmm.
Like Josh Allen getting sacked. Um, like I said, they just ran all. Derrick Henry had 24 carries for 199 yards. So he
They
had
couldn't stop that man.
basically he had 200 yards by himself. We're
And
not
how
talking
many
about
touchdowns
Lamar
he
running.
had? What he had?
He only had 1 touchdown,
He only
but
had
he
one.
had
Okay.
he had a catching touchdown also. Him and Justice Hill both had catching touchdown out of the
Okay.
backfield.
Yeah, I remember.
Um, but yeah, when you get ran out, I mean Lamar threw 18 passes, so he didn't throw a lot,
Just
but
crown
you
game.
ran the ball. Yeah, you running the ball all over him. Like
And we seen
that's
that too, like how dominant they can be with being on the ground and Derrick, which I'm so surprised. Like when it happened, when the Ravens secured Derrick Henry, I was so surprised because I'm like, how do the Titans let that happen? But we also seen how dominant they were
he
versus.
wasn't staying with the Titans. I will say that he wasn't
Uh,
gonna stay with the Titans.
that's fine. Still, just how they let that whole situation play out, it's still baffling to me. Either way, even how dominant they were versus the Cowboys, it was the same exact thing. It was like, and I know Cowboys aren't doing too hot, but it was the same exact thing. They were running the ball, didn't look like they could be stopped at all. And I think this is just the future moving forward for them, man. They got punched in the mouth early on in the season by Chiefs. I think it was a realization of, hey, this is that might be their Achilles heel, of course, the Chiefs for the Ravens. But I think, like I said at the beginning of this, I got the Ravens. Take going to the distance. If anything in the AFC, it might be a same situation where it's them trying to fight for that last spot with the Chiefs. But they look good, man. They also look really good. Another team in purple.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, Bills came into this game 3-0. So for
Yeah,
them to do that to the Bills, there has been some talks that the Bills wasn't playing anybody in those games. So I mean, like I said, Lamar came in really. We can make an argument that the Ravens should be 4-0. We could make an argument that they could be 4-0 right now. Like I said, but we can't do should because Wolf. They lost them games. They blew a
yep,
game against the Raiders.
yep.
Game against the Chiefs, I don't think anybody knocked them, even though like they really should have won that game. Um, but yeah, I mean, all in all, they started the season off. In a division, they second. You got Pittsburgh number 1. We're gonna get into NFC AFC. Give me one more second. We got one more game to talk about, and then we're about to get into NFC AFC. Because we also got people to talk about, like Devontae Adams, where we think he should be and everything like that. So we got people to talk about also. So but this last game we wanted to get into was last night, the Lions and Seahawks. Jared Goff went 18 for 18.
Crazy. Three
Seahawks was
touchdowns.
3-0. Yeah, Seahawks 3-0 before the game. Undefeated. Lions blew a game to the Bucks. Came in 2-1. The Lions look like they're gonna give y'all a run for y'all money. Like y'all not gonna run away with that division. It's gonna be a fight between y'all two.
I was about to
Um,
say run for our money. That's kind of crazy.
I mean,
When we did this, I already knew it was going to be an uphill battle. The difference is I think we got a little bit more fight and we'll hit on all cylinders quicker than them. Plus, I didn't believe in the Seahawks. The Seahawks, they're 3-0, wasn't anything impressive, at least to me.
no, I will agree with you on that. What I will say is funny is Terry Arnold for the Lions. If he got to guard JJ's or Jordan Addison, you might as well just the ref gonna throw a flag out already. Like
Oh
before the
yeah,
play start, the ref is throwing the flag out. He, I don't know how many penalties this guy's going to get. Now, keep in mind, I'm a Georgia fan, so I'm gonna let y'all know Alabama gets away with a lot of holding with their cornerbacks. So he's probably still thinking he's not going to get them calls. Them refs are calling it every single time. He's the most penalized cornerback in the league. So the guy can't stop holding wide receivers. He held Cooper Cup. Last night he wasn't even on DK Metcalf. They put him on, and Jigba and Lockett still holding them. Um, yeah, like I said, that's going to be the problem when those two face each other. But as we just want to talk about last night, I wasn't too high on the Seahawks either. I didn't think the Seahawks was. I thought the Seahawks was kind of a surprise, but they really didn't play anybody. Also,
Broncos,
um,
Patriots, and Miami.
what you mean? Oh, that's who
That's
they
who they
played.
played. Broncos, Patriots, Miami.
I think we can all agree that they played Miami with they played
And they,
Miami without Tua.
yeah,
Broncos, Patriots. I mean, enough said there. Uh, so yeah. Like I said, Lions offense look explosive though. I will say it. Jameson Williams, the speedster. Amon St. Brown, top 10 wide receiver, and Gibbs and Montgomery. When Montgomery ran that guy over, I said, "Woo."
it's been all over social media for that one.
He said, I'm about to make a name for myself today. Uh, he ran that man over. Yeah, it wasn't. It. I mean, that's the type of stuff you see in a wreck.
Yeah.
Uh, like that was bad. But yeah, like I said, they got probably the 1-2 best punch as far as running back go in the league. So like I said, they very explosive offensively. Like I said, I see y'all two in the NFC North battling it out. I still want to put the Packers in there, but given that y'all just beat the Packers, I mean, it's gonna be a fight. I think it's gonna be a three-way fight.
Now that they have Jordan Love back, I think it'll be a bigger fight for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say, oh, we got lucky with Jordan Love like coming right back off of injury and X, Y, and Z, but I felt like that first half was him trying to get started back up, getting used to game speed again, getting used to being hit, looking at defenses, seeing how they move. So I think once he gets back in the gist of things, they'll be right up there. And I think they'll be right up there. So
All right. And like I told y'all, we're gonna get into AFC, NFC. So I think we got about 15 minutes left. So we're gonna try to do 7.5, 7.5. Give y'all a little breakdown of how we feel everything's going. So we're gonna start off with the AFC. Who is your biggest surprise and who's your biggest disappointment so far?
I'm gonna let you go first because I gotta think about that. I gotta think who's my
Okay.
biggest
For
surprise and
my for
disappointment.
my AFC, my biggest surprise got to be the Steelers so far.
Yeah.
I did not think they was gonna start off 3-1. Now, given I don't think they played to level. I feel like when we played them, we were kind of. It didn't seem like Kirk Cousins knew offense, so we were still trying to get in the hang of things. But I didn't think they were gonna start 3-1. I will tell you that. Um, just trying to look down and see. My biggest disappointment would have to be the Bengals, given that they
Okay.
won at 3. Um, we hear a lot about Joe Burrow, and rightfully so. I believe he's a top 4 quarterback, but we got to start giving him the same type of like criticism that we give every other top 3 quarterback. When Lamar lost against the Chiefs, we said that he did throw passes that needed to be, made. Rightfully so.
Yep.
When Josh Allen lost against the Chiefs, we put most of it on Josh Allen. But when Joe Burrow loses, which Joe Burrow has lost 3 times this year, obviously his defense let him down against the Chiefs with the pass interference. He also fumbled that game, which led to a touchdown. They lost against the Commanders. He played a great game, but when he's taking field goals and Jaden Daniels is taking touchdowns, and that game against the Patriots, I mean, you can't lose that game against the Patriots. You can't.
Yep.
So I mean, we gotta start like blaming him more so for what he's doing also. So I believe that would be my disappointment and my biggest surprise, like so far going into week 5.
Yeah. And looking at it right now, I would say biggest disappointment, and their record shows for it, is Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ooh, I forgot about that. But I'm not so high on Trevor Lawrence anyway.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was just about to say. We might have to start having that Joe Burrow conversation about Trevor Lawrence as well. Kind of that. All right, 2-3 years ago you were hot. You know what I'm saying? You were leading the team, and now it's kind of descending, and it feels kind of like a fall, a fall from heaven, if you will. But that's going to be one of my biggest disappointments, just because I expected them to do a little bit better. And then what was the other one? The biggest surprise? I would say probably the Jets. For me,
the Jets are you surprised they 2-2.
They are 2-2, but I don't know if you watched them play recently, but it looked like Aaron Rodgers is kind of getting his groove back. And to me, I wasn't expecting them to.
Against Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, yeah, but I'm saying how they
Zach
look.
Wilson threw for 60 yards.
For 60 yards.
No, seriously, he threw for 60 yards. I'm not joking around.
Oh, I've seen people lose. I've seen people lose for way worse. I've seen people lose with way worse. So trust me.
I'm at my bad. I said Zach Wilson. Bo Nix, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
Bo Nix.
they lost to Bo Nix and them. Yeah, I remember Bo Nix. But yeah, for me, I feel like you could say, oh, Pittsburgh as well. But Pittsburgh, I'm not surprised ever by Pittsburgh. The main reason why is because they always end with a positive record. For me, it's expected of them. It's expected of them. All they were missing was an average quarterback, and now they have it. They have an average quarterback when he's playing his best football, average at best, like you like to say. So I'm not surprised by them. Houston Texans, they're supposed to be there. They're supposed to be playing. Chiefs is supposed to be there. Buffalo Bills is supposed to be there. That's why I'm saying, for me, if I'm looking and taking out, okay, you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here. It's the New York Jets for me. Because I didn't expect the New York Jets to win anything or even be 2-2 at the moment. That's what I'm saying.
That's where I'm just about to get to. That's why I'm just about to get to. All right. So I give you that. We coming up on 8 minutes left. So I got one more thing I want to talk about in the AFC, and then we're gonna get to the NFC, obviously. Devontae Adams, where do you think you see him going? Because right now,
and it's crazy because I haven't even really been following the Raiders like that, so I haven't even noticed like there's a whole beef thing going there. I just realized like last week when the coach was like, I've seen a lot of people make business decisions, and we got to make business decisions too, and then players sitting out. I think who else is their defensive end? What's his name?
Crosby sat out.
Yeah, Crosby sat out. I'm like, I didn't even know they had all this going on. So I don't even know where he would end up. And then too, wherever he goes, they would have to pay him. So they can't have. He
getting paid average as far as not average, but he's getting paid 17 mil. So the more and more weeks that go by, the less and less money. Like close to like a mil is dropping off. Close to not a mil, but close to it is dropping off week by week. So in the end, if he was to get paid by a trade deadline, they will only have to pay 10 mil for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I see him going. So a lot of options. I definitely don't think they're going to trade him to the Chiefs. Definitely don't see him trading him to the Chiefs. He got the Jets. People's throwing out the Commanders, but I think he's trying to be in a win now situation, so I can't really see that.
Whoa! Don't say that about the Commanders now. Hold on.
I'm saying we're not gonna look at the Commanders. we're not looking at the Commanders right now saying they Super Bowl. Not saying that they can't do it, but I'm saying he's not looking at them and saying they Super Bowl.
He
He's
not finna
not
land
doing
on
that.
their Super Bowl team. Where he finna go? That Super Bowl team, the Chiefs,
You
Buffalo
got
Bill, maybe the Bills.
the Bills don't have. I don't think the Bills are going to make that trade.
Oh,
They're asking for a second round. I don't think the Bills are going to make that trade.
if I'm the Bills, I would.
I would, I would too, but I'm saying I don't think they will. Um, I mean, looking at the teams, like I said, I heard the Steelers, I heard the Cowboys, maybe the Saints. These are the teams I heard.
Cowboys aren't. Yeah,
I
Cowboys
I know what I'm
no.
saying these are the teams I heard. Like I said, it's we're gonna have to see as time goes by. But yeah, those are the teams I heard so far. Like I said, we don't know. I think he will look best with the Ravens, to be honest with you.
With the
Um,
Ravens.
I mean, you give them a wide receiver one, they never had a wide receiver one. Zay Flowers is doing his best right now, but I don't think he's a legit wide receiver one. Not right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
The
coming
only
up
reason why I
on
don't see it is that's a lot of people to give the ball to. You got to
yeah,
give.
yeah,
That means you got to give 3 people the ball
yeah,
now on offense.
yeah. That's true. All right, we're coming up on 5 minutes left, so we're gonna do a quick survey NFC. Surprises, disappointment.
I'll let you go first on this one.
Surprise obviously is the Commanders.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's a good destination to me.
It's either Commanders or y'all. I didn't expect y'all to be 4-0. So it's either Commanders or Vikings. Disappointment. I want to say Rams, but given all the injuries, I can't really say Rams. I mean, this is a tie for me. It's between the Cowboys and the Eagles because the Eagles always have such high expectations, and the Cowboys, both of them really. And right now, I mean, they look a little bit above average. Not saying they look good or great, they just look a little bit above average, both teams. I mean, Eagles, both their wide receivers being out is huge. Like, we're not gonna act like AJ Brown is the top 5, top 8 wide receiver. Devontae Smith is one of the best number 2 wide receivers in the league. So we're not gonna act like that is a huge. So I can't really say that's a disappointment, but Jalen Hurts has to play better. I mean, he's turning the ball over a lot. And he's not elevating his wide receivers. So and yeah, Cowboys, they defense is not good.
That's going to be my biggest
Giants,
disappointment.
yeah.
They're getting too
Giants,
many numbers put
they
up
played
on
the
them.
Giants. They played the Giants. I mean,
Yeah.
um, who's my? Oh yeah, I said my biggest surprise are y'all and who's the other team I named? Said it was y'all and Commanders.
The Commanders. Yeah, my biggest surprise is the Commanders. And it's not even really a surprise. I like Jaden Daniels a lot. That's one of the players,
I didn't think we thought he was gonna be like that. He wasn't gonna
Yeah,
come
but
out. We didn't think he was gonna come out like that.
I didn't. Of course, the numbers that he put up was crazy, but that was one of the quarterbacks at least coming out of the draft where I was like, I like that kid a lot. Like I like how he plays. He looks really good. And people are like, well, I don't know, I don't know if this is the year for quarter X, Y, Z, whatever. So that was a big surprise to me, but I'm happy he's able to lead the team and they're doing what they're doing, especially at the top of that. And then right below them, how it's ranked on here is Dallas Cowboys. That's going to be the biggest disappointment just because I feel like every year I always hear from Cowboy fans, but to see them get that situation taken care of, then CeeDee Lamb situation taken care of, and it's not all like a disappointment where it's a huge surprise, just because I kind of seen it. They were clearing house during the offseason and getting rid of players. Like they got rid of their whole running back core, like like Pollard, like any players
They
that were
had it
making,
cheap.
huh?
They had it cheap. They had it
Had
cheap.
had
Cheap.
it cheap.
Like he took forever to pay CD Lamb. You could pay him cheaper if you had just pay him before everybody else got paid.
Yep.
But you're trying to act cheap and trying to wait. And now you're making this guy the second highest paid wide receiver because you're taking so long.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wait for that. Now you got him the highest paid quarterback when he really shouldn't be, but you wait forever to pay him. And now Michael Parsons is going to get paid.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
he has to get paid.
and you keep waiting, you're going to be paying more. The more
Yeah.
and more you wait, the more and more you're gonna pay.
Some folks like to hold out and let they lawyers do the jargoning and bargaining. So we shall
Yeah,
see. But right now it looks terrible on the field. It's
yeah.
like don't even watch them terrible because it's that bad. And good luck to them this upcoming week. So
Who
we
they play?
shall see. Let me put it on.
Cowboys play.
Steelers. Yeah, Steelers.
Uh,
Sunday night.
yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, we got 1 minute left, so we about to wrap it up here. Yeah, so this is the breakdown week 4 or whatever. Just want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you all. Like, subscribe, the video, share with sports fanatics or whatever. We will be back next week talking about week 5. Um, yeah, comment also on what else y'all would like for me to talk about. If it's a team, if it's wherever, it doesn't matter. I'll talk about wherever. Just comment, let me know. Thank y'all for watching the video, and I'll see y'all next week. Thank you all.